Hello everyone, Gifted Soul here. I am doing a pick a card reading. This is a general pick-me-up type of reading. Advice, what do you need to hear right now type of thing. However, towards the end, there will be a card answering a yes or no question. I'm not really looking into or using these to substitute for medical, pregnancy questions, any questions of that nature. You can mentally, but this is not what I'm looking into it for. If you have any questions aside from that, this is what that is for. But again, if you want to use it that way for your mind state, you do that. So I have a few decks here. Archangel Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, Angel Answers Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, Soul's Journey Lesson cards by James Van Praagh, and then Romance Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue. So I have 3 sets, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you didn't get to pick a card or didn't meditate long enough, just rewind or pause the video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do, whoops, we weren't supposed to look at that yet. Set number 1, so we have Divine Order, and the message comes from Archangel Radleigh. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. So this was a part of, not this particular card, but there was a message in another deck that I was using for that general reading that I posted yesterday. And it was basically this message here about looking past outer appearances and going from within. So those of you who have picked this is more about understanding that things are happening for a reason, and they're happening in a certain order for a reason, and at the end everything will fall into place even though it may not look like it. So don't judge the situation based on what it looks like from the outside. Give it a chance, because the thing is that it's working in your favor even though you can't see it. So that's what that's all about, I feel. And then next message for set 1 is blame. So I accept responsibility for my well-being. So that is all about getting to know why you have the certain problems that you have. And the advice here is to not point fingers at anybody else. Go within and see where the problem not necessarily falls back on you, or where the problem started. Why? Look at it from another person's perspective. If somebody else is involved here in some type of situation that you're going through, this is about seeing things from not just your perspective, but putting yourself in somebody else's shoes. But also being willing to admit where your fault was as well. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that. Yeah. And Romance Angels, my deck looks a little crazy, because I've had it for a while and I've overused it. So trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So what this is about, and this brings me back to this Divine Order card. Again, trusting in the order that things are happening, trusting the events, trusting that even though it may not look like it, things are gonna get better. Things are not as bad as they seem, I feel, is the message here. And to just have more faith in that. And so if you have a yes or no question, which you probably already seen this card at the front because I accidentally revealed it first. If you have a question for this card, I'm going to take a second to let you meditate on that and ask your question. It has to be I prefer for it to be yes or no for this particular reading here, but pretty much just ask what you want here. Okay, so I'm going to flip it over now. And whatever question you have asked, the answer isn't a no. It's a yes answer, but it is saying and asking for you to wait. So not right now, but eventually whatever you are asking is going to come into fruition. Yeah. So just trust. Now this could be for your relationship or love life generally, because it is a romance angel card, but I do feel like it goes with the entire reading, whether it's romantic or not. So yeah, divine order, also waiting and letting things happen in the order they're supposed to. So waiting for that as well. So that was set number 1 reading. Thank you for tuning in. I do offer paid readings via Etsy and my website, which I will be linking down below if you're interested. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Okay, so set number 2. So I moved the other one out the way. So you do get to ask a yes or no question for this. So have that intent in your head or whatever question you may have. And at the end it will be answered. Yes or no preferably, as that's what questions the card works best with. But just ask whatever you want. So for set 2, we have relationship harmony. And it comes from Archangel Radleigh. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So this is all about coming together with those around you. Not necessarily just romantic, but friends, family, children, aunts, uncles, grandparents, anybody that you surround yourself with. If you are having problems with them or you have problems with them pretty often, this is about you seeing past those issues and coming together and getting along and just being open to getting closer with those loved ones and being open to working things out. Okay. From the Soul's Journey Lesson cards, we have the Abundance card, and the message reads, I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. So that is all about believing that you will receive what you want, obviously, but also knowing that there is no limit. There is nothing that you can't manifest if you don't work for it. If you put your mind to it, you are able to do it. It says, I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. So if you dream about it and it's something that you are wanting and that you feel like will benefit your life, if you work hard enough, if you put your mind on it, if you have more faith, you will be able to achieve whatever it is you are looking for. And you may be wanting to achieve a better relationship with someone, or maybe even yourself, and you can do that as well. Romance Angels card here is True Love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Okay, so if you are seeing someone this is your validation that this is a person that really understands you as a person. This is a person that knows your heart and somebody that really loves you. So if you've been having second thoughts, doubts, or anything of that nature, this is saying to get out of your head, and that this is what you have been waiting for and what you have been looking for in a relationship. And while this whole reading is not romance oriented, you do have a relationship harmony card, so that is about two people coming together. And so I feel like I would say you found someone to cherish for the most part. If you haven't and you are single, the message here is that somebody will be coming up. And yeah, just give it a chance to get to that place of true love. It might take time, but for the most part, I feel like you will find something in the next person that you will be with. And our last card here to answer your question. Meditate over it for a few seconds. Ask your question, and then I will reveal the answer to that question, preferably yes or no question. Okay, so we have a flat out firm no with the exclamation point. So energy can change. So whatever you have asked, doesn't mean it doesn't mean it's not necessarily going to happen, but definitely the energy at this time shows that it's a strong no and that you are needing to focus on something else. So depending on what question you ask, this might not be a hard answer to hear. Like say if you ask, am I going to fail my exam or something, and you get a no answer, this is a good card to get. However, if you're asking if, let's see, if I'm going to get a job or get the job, and you get this card and it says no, now that, depending on what question you ask, this could be a good or bad card. So that was the reading for set 2. Thank you guys for tuning in. I do offer personalized readings via Etsy and on my website. I will link all the information down below if you are interested in a reading. Love and light. Trying to make sure. Okay. Alrighty. So number 3, which is our last set. You are able to ask a yes or no question at the end, and the last card is going to reveal that answer to that question later. So before we get to that, let's do the reading. So we have prosperity, and the message comes from Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So literally, I don't know why, but there's like a lot of repeat messages, because the second set, the set before this one, there seemed to have been a message where it talks about you being able to manifest your dreams into a reality by believing. And also prosperity means abundance, and that card for that message was literally titled abundance. So that's pretty much the same thing. If you would like, you can go back and watch that one as well, because it may be meant for you. So this is all about allowing your intuition to tell you what, in terms of finances, money, career, mostly revolving around, basically revolving around those aspects of life, because the theme of this card here is yellow and gold, and gold, you have prosperity here, and prosperity is more so about abundance flowing in, and that's more so financial. So this is very possible for you. just continue to make informative and wise decisions with your spending. I keep getting interrupted. Okay, so I'm back. So yeah, just make sure that you are thinking wisely when you are purchasing certain things. Make sure that, I'm also being told, make sure that what you get is something that you need. It's okay to want to buy things, just to buy them, or just having things we want, but the most important thing is being able to provide for yourself and for your family. So make sure that you're making sure you have enough to, you can do both, but just make sure you're not making a decision to buy something you want when you have enough to get what you need. Get what you want later, get what you need now. That's more of a priority. Make what you need a priority. Okay. So our second message is the Death card. And no, this does not mean physical death. Death symbolizes the ending of something and new beginnings. It symbolizes getting rid of something old so that you can have a new, a redo in life. Something, rebirth basically is what this card is. I know it says death, but it is talking about, you know, giving birth to something new in the end, once you clear out what's no longer needed. It says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So trust that whatever is ending, or whatever you have lost recently, it ended because there is something better for you. There is a brighter future for you, and a much lighter tunnel to go down rather than a dark road, which you were probably previously at. So be thankful for this loss, as it is a blessing in disguise, is what I'm being told. The Romance Angel's message is playfulness. So I did say something about playfulness, making sure you make room for that as well. But do make sure you have what you need and making that a priority. You have to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So basically not having too much, not setting your standards to impossibly high expectations. Be playful, flirt, be open, have fun. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. So basically what I was saying is just make room for fun. Don't have too much high expectations in your love life. So we are at the yes or no question. So if you have thought of a question, I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. If not, just pause, rewind the video. And the answer to your question is big, happy changes. So whatever's going on is going to be coming up for you for the better. It looks like it's a yes answer, but even if it does turn out to be no, it's going to lead you to bigger and better things in the end. I wish you guys love and light, and thank you for tuning in to